the person and they project their fears onto you because it didn't work for them. So they're like, those things don't work because now they have failure consciousness. And manje nawe so yazingabaza, and your idea was very good, and now years go down and you regret. But okay, why did I listen to that person? I should have started. Look at my peers, they've already started. Because we listen too much. Stop listening too much.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place.
Hi my lovely lovies, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Loretha M, and if you're an old subby, welcome home, baby. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year, guys. I hope you enjoyed your New Year's Day. Mine wasn't that busy, it was just basic, but I'm glad I'm in 2023 finally, and I'm ready for the year. Like, I'm geared up for the year. I am ready. I've never been so ready for a year. I feel like I've grown enough to actually see what I want to achieve and what I've achieved in the previous years. I'm actually at the age where I can count my achievements and move forward. You understand? This is a life update video, a mini recap of my 2022 and how we'll be going forward with 2023. So guys, my 2022 was more on healing. It was like a cloud of healing, and like, I don't know, like somebody just busted it with a needle and it drained so much healing. I think I realized a lot about myself that I knew nothing about. I knew nothing about whatever. I knew nothing about myself, basically. And it was not healing for myself alone, it was healing for everyone. I mean, COVID-19 had stopped, and we took off our masks. We took off the mask and we didn't sanitize more. We were able to go in places in numbers. And yeah, it was kind of healing for everyone, freedom for everyone. And for me personally, I realized a lot about myself. I realized that I had a lot of anxiety, and I couldn't pinpoint it previously because I'd sleep it away, or I would do something about it immediately. Like immediately when I feel like I'm anxious, I'll do something about it. But then last year I feel like I felt it a lot because I was alone. Like I was too alone, and anything and everything would scare me. Like I didn't want anything that would disappoint me or ruin my day. I didn't want a sound, guys. Literally, I didn't want a sound. And I just realized that I get anxious and I get paranoia. And yeah, and I would just, guys, you don't understand. It was almost chronic, because I realized when I was traveling that I had traveling anxiety. I don't like labeling. I hate it as much as I should and I could. I don't like labeling, but I realized that I have traveling anxiety. I don't know myself fully. I have a lot of things that I haven't done. My peers are moving and they make no excuses. I realized that I make a lot of excuses. I procrastinated a lot on things that actually mattered. And I realized that I've been procrastinating for years and they're only backfiring now. The fact that you'd read your journal, from 2020, and the same achievement that you wanted from 2020 hasn't been done, hasn't been achieved till this time. And you realize, well, I've been slacking. I've been having this dream from like years back, and till today it's not even done. I mean, age is not restriction for anybody. Age isn't a restriction. I think I wouldn't even say no because I was young and whatever. Guys, literally things that I always wanted to do, there's a form of guilt and some kind of regret with me not doing them. But then last year made me realize, well, okay, you know what, just take time and buya kancane and be yourself. Don't rush through the process. And also keeping a positive mind. Keeping a positive mind, guys, is important. I think I've learned not to be this negative person. This thing of saying words have power. Like your tongue has power, and whatever you say might come true. I just, from there, learned, Ubana, I don't say anything negative, nothing negative. Like, I was telling my friends that if anything, within our friendships, I'm that one person who always sees the brighter side of things. I'd always see the good in every person. Like, I don't want to see the bad, because I don't want to say anything bad about it. Like, I don't want to proclaim bad things, Negativity got out of my tongue. Like, You know how people would say, how close are we? Like, you know, and it's normal language, or how kula or whatever. I tried not saying such things by all means. I think I've been that person who understood that words have power and I should not just say anything bluntly, you know. But last year, I kept a positive mind, even if and when I saw that this thing isn't working, I forced, guys, I would force myself. I would force to make it work. And if it failed, I'll be like, you know what, I'm taking a break. I'm not even giving up. I'm taking a break from it. I will see it and I'll continue when I have the strength to continue with it. That's me. And you know, 2022 was just a blessing for me. Even though a lot did not materialize as I wanted it to, but a lot through my mental health and my mind, like I grew so quickly and so nicely. I think also being isolated. In 2021, I moved from Joburg and I became isolated. I think I hated that. I hated being isolated with all of my heart. I didn't want to be away from everyone. I wanted to see myself with my friends. Why am I away from everyone? Why am I away from people I know? Why must I learn new people? Why must I learn new things? No, I didn't want that, but it made me grow. It made me more confident. Actually, I never thought I would start a YouTube channel. It was something I would tell my friend all the time, like, no, mate, I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to start a YouTube channel. It was just a thing. I would just say, but then having to just say, you know what, Loretha, just do it. Just start. And you I mean, you have to start anyways. And despising humble beginnings, guys. Do not despise humble beginnings. I'm learning that. I've learned that. I saw that with also my graduation. Last year I graduated. Yes. A degree babe, this thing. I think with that, I've been waiting to graduate for like a year, a full year. We were supposed to graduate in 2021, but then we didn't because of COVID still. And I was like, you know what, it's like, it's not working, this thing. It's like I was just doing it for just doing it, and I'm not finishing up school. What's happening? Nothing is happening. I can't see things, you know. I was always reminded to not despise humble beginnings. You have to start somewhere anyways. And the fact that you're afraid of people, a person who's sitting down doing nothing, that's the worst part about people that you are afraid of. They're not doing anything. If anything, people who are up there, they lift you up. And people who are down there, they'll always say, what's no, I guess it's funny, you know. People project their fears onto you because it failed with them, because they gave up and they feel like, no, you know what, people intentionally bring other people down. I think with this, being more private would help you. I'm not saying you should be secretive, or you know, there's a thin line between privacy and being secretive. So I feel like you should just talk to a person you trust. And even if that person you trust, I mean, we are human. Like, even if, Linda, if you come to me and my business idea failed, and when you come to me and say, hey, I got a business idea, I think if anything, one thing that will just jump from my mouth will be like, mate. Like, those things don't work. And I'll project my fears onto you. So I feel like being more private about your things is good. I think I taught myself more about privacy. Honestly, I did talk to the people that I trust alone, but I'm learning even this year to be more private and tell a person when the thing that I'm doing is underway or is already resulting, you know. Unlike household kala, and then when you start, you tell the person and they project their fears onto you because it didn't work for them. So they're like, those things don't work, because now they have failure consciousness, and manje nawe soya zingabaza, and your idea was very good, and now yes, go down and you regret. We say, okay, why did I listen to that person? I should have started. Look at my peers, they've already started. Because we listen too much. Stop listening too much. Stop reading too much on social media, especially Facebook. Facebook is a destroyer. I don't have anything against the app. It's a fun app, if anything. It's a fun app. It's not full of kids now, yeah. And good again, like, I feel like people project their fears onto you via social media. Whatever they failed, they want to write them down. And like via relationships, especially with relationships, they got so ruined so quickly because of social media. It was red flags all over the place. You couldn't even know what is right, what is wrong. Everything was a red flag. Everything is a red flag. Aibo, Nah, guys, you should stop that. I feel if you feel that's you. I think there's a post I posted where it says linyalo libuima. But no, don't say linyalo libuima. Linyalo laka libuima, you know, because it's your thing. Now you projecting it to everybody. It's not good. It's bad. And so, guys, don't be afraid to start. Stop listening too much. Stop reading too much. I ignored that. Now I always ignore. I ignore things that would make me fear, things that would give me fear and make me stop pursuing whatever I want to pursue. If it fails, it would fail forward. I started. 2022 for me also was about foundations. Like, I laid a lot of foundations that I want to build this year. And yeah, I feel like it was that for everyone. Okay, maybe, you know, it's different for everyone. Let me not say it's why do I keep including everyone? No. But I laid foundations that I actually want to build this year. And yeah, man, 2022 was a ball. It was nice for me. I appreciate every year. Every year has its own things. If I didn't achieve it last year, probably it's because of myself, because angizange isn't that I was supposed to do, or it was just not time, you know. As much as 2021, I remember 2021, I kept on beating myself up. Even last year, I keep on beating myself up. My peers, I think it started even irritating my mother that I would say, takatakadi, my peers are takatakadi. And as much as I'm not it will happen in its own time person, I'm a fascist. It must happen now. I want it today. You know. So with that, I learned, you know what, as much as I'm not that person, I must relax, put in the work. It doesn't automatically happen. I think we forget, Gucci, if a person on social media, when a person is there, they went through whatever they went through. I think what's nice about social media also is when a person has a record of everything from when they started. I get inspiration from looking at where they started and going up. If I see a nice picture and I like this person and I want to follow them, I'm like, okay, let me see what happened. And then I scroll down, and I realize, even on YouTube, that's what I do. I realize, hey, this person started from the bottom and now they are there. You know, some things don't just come through, you know. And giving yourself time to grow consistently. When you're consistent with whatever you're doing, I think that's something that should ring in my head that I didn't have in 2022. I didn't have consistency at all. I start, I leave. And consistency comes by discipline. And I realize I don't have discipline. And Miss Goody Two Shoes doesn't have discipline. She's not disciplined. This girl, she procrastinates. She's lazy. When she has to do things, she does other things when she's not supposed to do them. I've learned more about time, scheduling my time, doing things late, not waking up on time, snoozing my alarm a lot. I am stopping that. We're no longer snoozing the alarm. We wake up when the alarm says wake up. It's for a cause, because now it would backfire all the time. It's either I'll be late and something will happen, and you know, it just backfires all the time. And it started back in high school, and I don't know how it started with the peace cards, but you know, doctors are never early. But then that's not the point. Timekeeping. We're learning that this year. I'm learning timekeeping this year. I'm learning to keep iskati. And yeah, friendships and relationships. I mended some friendships last year. Friendships that I never thought would become, they became. And it was nice for me. It's a nice thing knowing that now you can talk to this person in this kind of manner, you know. I think one thing when we're still there, one thing I hate is having to ganda amaqanda when I have to talk to you. Like, I hate having to step on eggs when I talk to a person. Like, when I have to always guard what I'm saying. I can't express my goofiness. I can't express my sense of humor. I can't express anything of me. I must always be on guard. What if I say this and then they get whatever? So I stopped talking to such people. I don't talk to such people. We will talk, ne? And I realize that when you get offended by everything I say, I will stop talking to you. I'm not necessarily even ghosting you. I just stop talking to you. If we talk, we just talk. Hi, how are you? I'm good. And we have no conversation. Because now I have to tiptoe around you. If I say such a thing, you're offended. If I say So, but then I found friendships. Enough about that. I found beautiful friendships. I mended. I got into beautiful relationships with people. It was blessings and lessons, and I don't cut off people. I can't do that. If we grow apart, we grow apart. That's you, that's me. We went separate ways. Tomorrow we'll greet each other, it will be nice, and then if it has to happen again, it's life. It's just, I'm not saying do not cut off people of your lives. If you feel like this person is draining you, yo guys, people that are draining, like those people that you must step on eggs when you talk to them, there are people that are draining after talking to them. You feel so dry, like yeah, I mean, that those people, you should also stop talking to them. Like, you don't talk to people that drain you. Have people that if you got out of a call, you still want to talk to them more. If you said goodbye to them, you still want to see them tomorrow. Like, such people, you need such people in your life. Such people will add value, will add energy. Like the petrol, we need petrol, we need fuel kind of people in our lives, making such friendships, relationships, prominent people, high standard people. I think I've learned also to kind of build good friendships with people who would benefit me and have value in my life. If tomorrow I'm able to ask you of an advice and you give me, I like that. I keep you in my life. If you have a conducive conversation, I keep you in my life. If you're able to take me out, I keep you in my life. I keep you. I'll keep you. Just learning to keep good people in your life. And yeah, so going forward, I think we just silungisa logo sikumoshile last year, and we're fixing whatever we couldn't continue, whatever we stopped, we're continuing with it this year. If you have a foundation, we start laying bricks and manje we're building our houses manje, because I feel like into Emma I keep on saying I feel like we should stop that. Also, we should stop saying I feel like. I was talking to my friend about New Year resolutions. That, I mean, there's one thing about writing your New Year's resolutions and acting on them. The fact that when you wrote buying a car this year and you're doing nothing about it, and then you blame and you say, this year I'm not writing any New Year resolutions, I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's good. I feel like, but if you write your New Year resolutions and you say, I want a car, and you keep on working towards that car, and it didn't come, but you see by the end of the year how much you've saved and how much work you've put in towards getting that car. Next year, it's going to be much easier for you to get that car. If you wrote something down and you keep on working towards it bit by bit, then next year will be very easy for you to accomplish that thing, because you kept on working towards it, and you don't say, it didn't work, circumstances happen, things happen, I understand. Probably the money that you saved towards a car couldn't buy a car because of a certain circumstance, emergency or whatever. I understand that. It happens, it's life. We are living on earth. It's like that. We are human. But again, do not blame your New Year's resolutions if you didn't work on them. I write them all the time. I write resolutions the whole year. I write my goals. Resolutions are goals. Resolutions are you changing. I think we always write materialistic things on New Year's resolutions. We forget ourselves, our mental health, our growth. I think we should start implementing that. Start writing things that matter, like something like your mind. I want to grow. I want to read books. I want to watch more of such content, consuming good content. I think I wrote that I want to consume good content this year. Nothing toxic for me. Clean. And now I'm leaving it alone. I'm leaving that alone. One thing about drinking, guys, you go to Facebook and write, God is not hearing me. I want a job. I want what. But at the same time, you are the one on weekends who have the money to buy alcohol. You have the money to buy alkizi, but you can't accomplish something. And you go write it down, so that people also, now I'm tired of putting sad faces on your statuses on Facebook, because you guys are Nina, you don't try to wake up. Just let's wake up. This year, as again, I'm not perfect. I have things that I need to wake up from, but I'm trying to wake up. Black child, wake up. So yeah, I mean, as again, guys, 2023, we are growing, we are shifting, we are moving mountains. I don't care. We are forces this year. We're getting things by force. I don't care about generational curses. I don't care about black magic. I don't care who does what. I don't care who does what. We are forcing things this year. And also, guys, don't forget to pray. Always put God first. Don't forget to pray. As time as in, let's pray more. Put God first in everything. I feel like when I don't put God first in things that I do, or when I don't pray first, they flop. They become whatever because I'm doing them with my own mind and strength. But then when I try and say, God, take over this thing, 1, 2, 3, and He takes over it so beautifully, and the results get to be beautiful. Because life is not perfect. It doesn't go as we planned. But if we try and force through life, by all means, and try, let's fight. Let's fight and stop trying to make people feel sorry for us. Nobody cares about your life. Unfortunately, you'll post, but we don't care. You understand what I'm saying? You'll post it, oh, I have money, I don't have money for transport, what now? People will just put a sad face on that post or say shame, but no one will send you the money. You understand what I'm saying? But if you try, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Now I stop feeling sorry for myself. I'll fight. I am fighting to get it. That's it. That's the attitude. That's the mode. You must be on fight mode. Fight for your dreams. Fight for what you want. Luana, even if it's a relationship, fight for. Guys, let's try communication. Let's try kuluma. Let's try communicating. Let's try talking. Red flags. Let's try looking at the brighter side of things more than the negative side. Let's try to be success conscious than failure conscious. And with that, I have a lot to say, guys. If I continue. But then I love you so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment and tell me what you think. And if you have something to share with the community, guys, we're a community, we're a family here. If there's something you want to share, just write it down in the comments below and tell me what were your 2022 lessons and what are you pushing onwards this year until I'd like to hear your tips. Share, comment, guys, even if it's with a heart. Beg heart to comment, we beg uphume kuyo. Yabo? Like, don't forget to like, put a thumbs up, share, tell people that we are here. I'm gonna try to make more sit-down videos this Jan, for this month before the schools reopen, so I can talk to you more, guys. And without anything, what? But anyways, I love you. Bye.